Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Doctor. My name is Nura Alisha Najwa binti Muta. My number matrix is AP240239. Today I will present to you about WBLFF concrete column stump that I found from the drawing. For this taking off, I measure the quantity of vibrated reinforced concrete for the column stump. The measurement we are taking for the structure drawing by identify the width, length and height of each stump type. Include the ST1, C1, C2, C3 and C3A. All the dimension we are convert to milliliter to meter before calculating the concrete volume using the formula, which is width times length times height. The volume for each column stump was recorded in the taking off sheet, and all the individual volume were added together to obtain the total concrete quantity required, which is 1.13 cube meters. That's all for me. I will pass to the next person. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum Doctor. Today I will present my quantity takeoff for the formwork of the ground beam based on the ground floor plan. First, I refer to the structural drawing to identify all the ground beams such as GHB2, GHB4, GHB6, GHB8, GHB12, GHB16 and GHB18. Then I recorded the length and depth of each beam. For ground beams, formwork is only needed on the two sides because the bottom is supported by the concrete blinding and the top is left open for concrete pouring. To calculate the formwork area, I use this formula. Formwork area equal to 2 multiply length multiply depth. For example, GHB2 has a length of 6.705 meters and a depth of 0.55 meters. So the calculation is 2 multiply 6.705 multiply 0.55 equal to 7.38 square meters. I repeated the same calculation for all the other ground beams, including GHB4, GHB6, GHB8, GHB12, GHB16 and GHB18. After adding all the formwork areas together, the total formwork required is approximately 37.4 square meters. In conclusion, calculating the formwork quantity is important because it helps estimate the amount of plywood, timber, and labor needed. It also helps reduce material waste and ensures the construction work is carried out efficiently. That's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. My name is Nuzatan binti Fazli, matric number AP240318. Today I would like to present about my part, which is hardcore ground floor slab. Before I begin, I would like to briefly explain what the hardcore is. Hardcore is a layer of well compact crushed stone or crushed rock placed beneath the ground floor slab. Its main purpose is to provide a stable foundation, distribute the building load evenly, reduce settlement and support the concrete slab before it cracks. This element, the first step was to refer to the ground floor slab plan. From the drawing, I identified the hardcore area and took all the required dimensions before recording them in the dimension paper. I divided the hardcore into two areas, area A and area B, because the ground floor slab is not a regular rectangle shape. Dividing it into two simpler area make the taking off process easier, more organized and more accurate. It also helps to avoid errors during the quantity calculation. For area A, the dimension taken for the drawing are 1.690 meters in length and 3.160 meters in width. For area B, the dimensions are 90.582 meters in length and 6.475 meters in width. All these measurements were recorded in the dimension paper using the standard taking off method. After completing the measurement process, the dimension will be transferred to the squaring sheet to calculate the total quantity of hardcore required for the ground floor slab. In conclusion, the taking off process begins by referring the drawing, measuring the dimension accurately, recording them in the dimension paper, and finally calculating the total quantity. Dividing the slab into 2 areas ensure that the measurements are accurate and the calculated quantity is relatable. Thank you. That's all from
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hanif, and today I will present about external floor finishes concrete pebble from car porch. So, what I measured is first driveway, second 300 mm times 300 mm terracotta tiles car porch, then yet 200 mm times 200 mm ceramic tiles, fourth 150 mm times 150 mm white tile, and last is terrifying. Each area has different types of floor finish according to the specification in this drawing. So, for the measurement method, I refer to the architectural drawing and measure the length and the width of each area. Then I calculate the area using length times width, and last, unit meter square. For unit meter square, I have to calculate the length and the width, then I have to convert into unit meter square to get the final total. So, from this calculation, we can see for driveway areas, the answer is 8.74 meters square. For terracotta tiles car porch, 10.4 meters square. For white tile, 2.25 meters square. For terrifying, 168.92 meters square. For yet, 6.0 meters square. And for quad tile, less is 2.25 meters square. So, for the conclusion, we can see at here, terrifying is the larger area for external floor finishes because it covers the landscape area of that house.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Norasha binti Muhammad Zainal. My matric number is AP240116. Today, I will present the measurement for internal wall finishes, specifically the emulsion paint work. The unit of measurement used for emulsion paint is square meter or m square 2. To determine the paint quantity, we use the formula paint area equal total wall area minus the door opening area. This ensures that only the wall surfaces that will actually be painted are included in the calculation. Based on the measurement sheet, the total wall length is 79.95 meters, while the wall height is 3.550 meters. By multiplying the wall length by the wall height, we obtain the gross wall area of 279.83 square meters. After that, the area of the door openings are deducted because this area do not require painting. There are 5 door openings with a total deduction of 8.19 square meters. Finally, we subtract the total door opening area from the gross wall area. Therefore, 279.83 square meters minus 8.19 square meters give a net paint area of 271.64 square meters. In conclusion, the total quantity of emulsion paint required for the internal wall finishes of type A2 is 271.64 square meters. This quantity is important because it will be used in preparing the bill of quantities and estimating the material and painting costs accurately. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Zatin Noharis bin Azami, AP240081. So next, I will explain about internal wall finishes focusing on plaster works. Plaster is a layer for cement mortar applied to the wall before painting. It makes the wall smooth, neat, and ready for paint. It also protects the wall from small cracks and moisture. Based on this taking off sheet, the total wall length is 79.95 meters and the wall height is 3.5 meters. To calculate the wall area, we multiply the length by the height. 79.95 meter multiplied by 3.5 meter equals 279.83 square meters. Next, we deduct the door opening because this area do not need plaster. The door are door D36 900 mm by 2100 mm, door D4 700 mm by 2100 mm, to door D29 900 mm by 2100 mm, door 39 700 mm by 2100 mm, and door D31 700 mm by 2100 mm. So, the total deducted area is 8.19 square meters. After deducting the door opening, the final plastering area is 271.64 square meters. This calculation helps us know the correct amount of plaster, labor, and cost need for the project. It also helps reduce material waste. In conclusion, plaster is an important part of internal wall finishes because it creates a smooth surface, protect the wall, and prepare it for painting. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Aidil bin Abdullah and today I will be presenting for my part frame, which is the concrete in roof beam. So as the slide show, the primary purpose of using a concrete in our roof beam is to provide a structural support for the entire roof system. These beams are essential for the effectively transferring roof loads to the columns, ensuring the overall integrity and durability of the building frame. So what measure for my measurement scope? I have measured the concrete quantity for various roof beam types, including the RHB and the RVB. All these were calculated systematically based on the length, width, and depth of each beam section. I would like to highlight that all these dimensions were precisely taken from the structural drawings to ensure an accurate material quantification. For our bill of quantities, as seen in the take-off list on the right, these are the detailed data points for every beam section. That's all for my part. Thank you.